Hi everybody, so this is the video for page 73 in your Explorers. So what you'll see on this page is we're talking about birds that live in Ireland. Now the summertime is a particularly good time to go bird watching in Ireland because you can see lots and lots of different varieties of birds around. Okay, now what we're going to be doing on this page is we're going to be looking at 4 birds in particular. We're going to be looking at some of their features and what they like to eat, and we're going to be doing a little bird watching activity down here. Now, I know that some people are going to enjoy doing this and they're going to want to do more to do with birds. So in the extra work column, only if you want to or only if you have time, okay, you do not have to do this, there is some more bird watching activities. There's like a little bird watching survey and a little bird watching bar chart that you can fill out and stuff like that. Okay, so that's there if you want it, but if you don't, that's fine. This page is plenty. Okay, so the first bird we're going to look at is the blackbird, and we can see that each box, the green box tells us the name of the bird and it tells us what the bird eats, and these kind of peachy boxes here tell us some of the features that are unique to that particular bird. Okay, so the first one we're looking at is a blackbird, and a blackbird likes to eat insects and berries, and obviously he has black feathers, it tells us in his name, and he has a yellow bill or a yellow beak. Okay, so you know, obviously a crow is all jet black as well, but a crow is bigger and he kind of has like a grey beak. Okay, the next one is the magpie, and he likes to eat fruit, seeds and small animals. So small animals would be things like insects and mini beasts and things like that. So he's black and white feathers, so he has like a white tummy and a black back, and he has a very, very long black tail. Okay, so you can see there that the blackbird has a black tail as well, but the magpie's one is much, much longer. Okay, now back in the old days, people would have regarded the magpie as a very, very superstitious bird. Okay, so in the old days, people were superstitious, and what that meant was that they used to look to the environment for signs of what was going to happen in the future. Okay, and they used to use the magpie. There was a little rhyme attached to the magpie, and some of you might know the rhyme already because you might hear your mums or your dads or your grannies or your granddad saying it when you'd be out and about walking. So they'd say one for sorrow. So if they saw one magpie by itself, it meant that something sorrowful or sad was going to happen. So they didn't want to see one magpie by itself. They'd say one for sorrow, 2 for joy. So if they saw 2 magpies together, that something joyful or something happy was going to happen, so that they were delighted if they saw 2 magpies together. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl. So if they saw 3 magpies in a little group together, it meant that there was going to be a girl born soon, so that if somebody was expecting a baby, that it was going to be a girl. And 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, and 4 for a boy. So that they saw 4 magpies together, it meant that there was going to be a boy born. Okay, so interestingly at the moment, I keep seeing groups of 3 magpies. So I don't know, is that something that's telling me that I'm going to be having a little girl? I don't know, so we'll have to wait and see. So that's the magpie. The next bird that we see is the wren. Now the wren is a much, much smaller bird, and he's very, very round. If you look, he's a round body. These two, the blackbird and the magpie, they have long backs. The wren has a very short back and very, very round body. Okay, he likes to eat small insects, and his tail is cocked, which means that his tail is going up. These 2 birds, their tails are going down. Okay, now there's a bit of superstition attached to the wren as well. The wren is a bird that's actually associated with Christmas and St. Stephen's Day. So we all know that we associate the robin with Christmas, but we also associate the wren with Christmas as well. So on Stephen's Day, people do what's called the wren, which is when they dress up as wren boys. So they kind of dress up in all kind of brown clothes, and they might have kind of brown face paint on them and stuff like that, and they go around from door to door and they knock on the door on St. Stephen's Day, and they sing a song. They might play instruments and they'll sing a song, and one line in the song is the wren, the king of all birds. And there is a legend attached to the wren that the wren was actually the king of the birds, which is hard to believe because he was so small. But what the legend says is that God wanted to see which bird could fly the highest. So all the birds started together and they were flying higher and higher, and eventually different birds were kind of getting tired and they'd drop out of the race, and they wouldn't be able to fly any higher, so they'd stop. So in the end, it was the eagle, and it was just the eagle that was left, and he was flying higher and higher and higher, and eventually he started to get tired. So he stopped. He decided he was going to stop. But the clever little wren, because he was so small, he had hidden on the back of the eagle's body, and the eagle hadn't noticed. So that when the eagle was too tired, the wren started to fly. And he was very clever because he had kept all his energy until then, and he only had to fly a very small bit up high into the air to be the winner. Okay, so that's how we say that the wren is the king of the birds. Now, it's a tradition, doing the wren on St. Stephen's Day is a tradition that's kind of only really in the countryside. It's really, really big in County Kerry. Okay, so it's really big in Kerry, particularly in Dingle. They even have like a parade on St. Stephen's Day for it. It's big in parts of West Cork as well. I don't know, do you know people who go around at Christmas time? On St. Stephen's Day in Ardfield who do it? I'm not sure. At my house we have callers every St. Stephen's Day. So that is the wren. The next bird then is we have is the blue tit. Now he is beautiful. Look at all the lovely colours. So he's a short bill, he's a bright blue back, and he's a yellow underside or a yellow belly. So he's so pretty. He's almost like a tropical bird that you'd see in a hot country. He's so colourful compared to all the rest of them. And he likes to eat small insects and seeds. So he loves the birdseed that you might let out and stuff like that. Okay, so he's really, really lovely. So they're the 4 birds. What you have to do down here is it's telling you to go bird watching. Can you spot any of the birds above? Draw and label one of the birds you see. So if you see one of these birds, you can draw it down here. If you see a different bird, you can ask mom or dad to help you to identify the bird, or maybe you might be able to identify the bird with some of the stuff that I put up into the extra work column, or maybe you might have to go onto the internet to identify the bird. Okay, but you should definitely see one of these birds here, or like a crow or something like that. Okay, all right, so I hope that's okay for that page, boys and girls. And like I said, if you have time and if you want to, there's some more work in the extra work column. If not, this page is plenty. Okay.